Hello everyone, my name is Joelle and welcome to this short beginner's sequence for hip mobility. Today it might be nice for some of us to have one yoga block handy. I'll be showing some variations with or without on the screen. And let's start by lying down on our right side. And the head can come to the block or onto the arm. Bring both knees at 90 degrees in front of the body. We'll just start by tracing some circles with that left knee. So start small here, keep the abs and the glutes engaged, making sure that the movement is coming from the right place, in this case our left hip. And maybe gradually making those circles bigger as the left knee comes up, around, and down. Just starting to wake up through that hip area. And then reversing the circle, sending the knee back, around, in front, and down. Just go at your own pace here. And by the way, if you are curious what exactly we mean with hip mobility versus flexibility, I'll link in the description box below to a short video I made that explains that difference. Very nice. And then let's settle that leg down and we'll lift the knee up and then the foot up. So alternating between lifting the knee and lifting that foot. Just little clamshell movements here, working both internal and external rotation of the hip. Very nice. And then we'll simply switch sides, coming down onto that left side, maybe a block under the head, or just relaxing that head onto the biceps. Legs at 90 degrees in front of us, and it's the right knee now that starts tracing those circles, nice and slow. Really articulating through that hip, making sure that movement is coming from the hip. Remember today to never push into any pain or uncomfortable sensations, just find what works for you. And we'll reverse it. Bring the knee back, around, and down. And then we can set that knee back down the next time you come around, and we'll do those clamshell moves. So lifting the knee up first, and then the foot, and just kind of noticing if one movement comes more naturally than the other, whether that is internal or external rotation. Very nice. Finish that out. And we'll press back up and we'll come into a 90-90 position, or what is also called deer pose if you're familiar with yoga. And this might be a nice opportunity to place a block under that right hip, as you can see. So we'll start by pressing the front knee up into the hand. So pressing the right knee into that left hand for 5 seconds. And then pressing it down through the earth. So press as hard as you can. And then exhale to fold the upper body forwards. Very nice work. Let's raise the upper body back up and we'll work on that back leg now. So lift that back foot up if you can for 5 seconds. Hold it there, hold. And set it down. And let's try that again. So lifting the foot up for 5 seconds, an internal rotation. This one can get crampy. If the leg doesn't want to lift yet, just try, just that intention. And still work on that hip mobility. Beautiful. Now let's just slide that front foot towards the back knee. So we're kind of in a triangle position here. And then facing towards that foot, squeeze the glutes and lift up and hold. And then slowly set it back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So squeeze the glutes to lift. And then gently setting it back down. And one last one. Squeeze, lift, and hold. And coming back down. Very nice. Let's try swiveling the knees over to the other side. Find that 90-90 with the left leg in front now, maybe sliding that block underneath the left hip. Place the right hand on top of the left knee, that front knee. And again, we'll start by lifting the knee into the hand. So resist against your own strength here. Lift as hard as you can against that hand. And then release and press the knee down through the earth for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and lean the upper body forwards. Maybe coming a little bit closer to that front knee here. Leaning into the space that we've just created. Wonderful. Let's lift the upper body back up so we can work on that internal rotation of the back leg now. Get ready. So inhale to lift that back foot up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And set it back down. And one more. You can do it. Lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale to set that back foot down. Bringing now the front foot towards the back knee, creating that triangle shape, facing down diagonally, and squeeze and lift, and holding here. And setting back down, 2 more. We've got this. And if these are tough, I encourage you to try this routine 3 or 4 times a week to strengthen and stabilize that hip joint as we do one more here. And all of these movements should get a little bit easier over time as your hips become more mobile. Very nice work. So let's come to the center of the mat now, and we'll come up onto our knees. Take your time getting there, and then step that right foot out, parallel to the long edge of the mat. We'll come into a side lunge. And it's a nice idea here to bring the right hand onto the knee to kind of encourage it outwards. Don't let that knee collapse in as we take our lunges. Holding here for a few seconds now. Beautiful. And then let's bring both hands over towards that front foot. Might wiggle the foot out a little bit, and we're going to take some twists here. So again, this is a nice opportunity to bring the hands onto a block if you'd like, and just twisting open to one side and then the other. So alternating which arm, which elbow it is that's lifting up towards the sky as we keep our hips in kind of a mobilized position here. Still keeping the back glute engaged, pressing the hips forward. Very nice. We'll come back onto the knees. I'll just turn to the side so you can see here, and we'll try the other side. So starting with those side lunges on the left now. Pressing that left knee open with the hand as you make some gentle moves here, back and forth. And then maybe holding here for a few moments. And if you are enjoying this, I would love to know about it. If you would like more mobility practices, I'd be very happy to make more. So just leave me a comment or let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Beautiful. We'll walk the hands over to that front foot and start to take those twists. So again, a block can come underneath the hands here, just alternating, opening up through the upper body, twisting the spine, pressing the hips forward. And in case you're new to this channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing. I do post 2 free videos a week on yoga and mobility and pain management, and I'd be very happy to practice with you again soon. Wonderful. You can step that front foot back. We'll just come into a seated position, cross-legged, and it can be nice to sit up on a block here as well. We'll just take some circles with the torso here in one direction. So doing about 3 of these at your own pace. Noticing how the hips feel. And then reversing the circle once you're ready. Maybe changing the cross of the legs first. And then circling that torso, going the other way. I'm so grateful that you joined me today. I know that these are tough, but they can really make a big difference. So even 10 minutes a day can make a difference in our bodies and our minds, helping us get stronger and more open. Do remember once you're done to check out the description box below the video for related sequences, including on hip pain and glute strengthening that should also help with hip mobility. And if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe to practice with me again soon. Thanks so much, great job, and namaste.